guys, so just my quick thought on the Discord markers, or what I said in the previous lesson is that the fluency markers. So in terms of fluency markers, it's like a double-edged knife, in which I mean sometimes it can be very harmful if you don't use it correctly. So the main purpose is that we use it in order to improve our lexical results, or perhaps I would say your fluencies. So throughout the lessons that you have discovered like very three common words that have shown so far, which is well, another one is that I forgot, but really I'm afraid. Okay, so we still have a couple more like honestly, actually, as a matter of fact, or I could say like as I said, we have sometimes say and we might keep repeating that same words over and over again in our speaking test. I don't advise you to do that same thing. So for this typical reason, when I browse through the internet and I came across this page, and they have come up with some really firm and with good example in which cases that fluency markers may play a really harmful effect on you. Okay, so let's talk about the really common one, which is actually, in fact, or as a matter of fact. So you see that actually, okay, so when do we use actually? Actually means that we show something embarrassing or something that you are not so proud of, not so surprising, or not interesting. Okay. So we have a couple of samples here in which you see the first one, my favorite color. Actually, my favorite color is blue. So my favorite color is blue is very something like a statement, nothing surprise about it, right? So in this case, when you use actually, it's all word. It's all word actually. Okay, so in my case, I'm correct because I don't want to shame you onto using it incorrectly. That's why I use it. It's all word actually. So in the third sentence, you may see, actually, I have three favorite colors. Because the question is, what is your favorite color? So the examiner may ask you just one single color, but because you brought out something not typically, not familiar with the examiner, and you say, actually, I have three favorite colors, not one single color. Okay, so let's carry on. We have many things to say. Okay, so in case, how old is your brother? Actually, I don't have a brother. Okay, so when the examiner, he assumes cho rằng you have a brother, that's why he asks such question, how old is your brother? However, the fact that you are a single child, that's why you have to answer, actually, I don't have a brother. Okay, so we providing a fact that explains why we can't answer. Okay, so we still have many awkward answers that use with actually, something like, let me think. If you are asked, what is your everyday routine? Okay, so what's your everyday routine? You say, actually, I wake up at 6. Okay, and then so the fact that you wake up at 6 a.m. or I may say 6:30 is nothing surprise if you are a student. Okay, if you are a student, that would be very normal for every student to wake up at 6 or 6:30. So nothing new, nothing surprise. But if you are let's say if you are a working office man, you say actually I wake up really early at around 5:30 a.m. So that would be an interesting fact that examiner want to listen to. Okay, so you get ideas, right? So the next thing is about to be honest. To be honest. So what do you think about the word to be honest? So to me, to be honest, okay, I have seen so many students who overused it, and it sounds really awkward in their answer. For example, if you say to be honest, there must be something really embarrassed about what you're going to say, something really shameful, something that you don't want to expose to the listener. That's what you say, to be honest. But okay, so I would, before we go to the correct using, I would demonstrate a couple of awful uses I have seen so far. Okay, to be honest, I'm a student. You look young. You are around 16 and 17, so you are a student. That's to be honest. Okay, so if I am the one who speak, I might say that similar thing. I might say, to be honest, I may look that old, but I am a student. Okay, so that would be the correct use of to be honest. Okay, so to be honest, here you can see a couple of wonderful uses. Like you say, do you like K-pop? To be honest, well, I detest it. I abhor it. I can't stand it. Okay, so because K-pop is something very trendy at the moment, and teenagers all over the world they love K-pop. And if you are a teenager too, you dressed trendy with a bit of a Korean look into the exam room. And if you are art, do you like K-pop? And you say, to be honest, I'm a fan of K-pop. Okay, so is very straightforward because you are dressed as K-pop. You're a teenager, so you must like K-pop. But if you are in a contradict, you say, to be honest, I can't stand that shit. Okay, so don't use shit here, right? Okay, so we have a couple more, and I hope you get the gist of what should and what should not. There are some neutral which you can use in many variety of manners or different situations, but don't overuse it. Okay, well is one typical example. Is one typical example as well because especially when you speak to a strangers, don't assume that they know everything and keep saying you know. In that case, you rather it sounds more nature if you then you every sentence, or you may I am I am a student. My father is my okay. So it is really annoying, and it's not how a native speaker speaks. Okay, so that's it for. Okay, so we have a couple more, but throughout the lessons and also very small quizzes, I hope you can get a gist to let's say map up some useful languages which you can use in Irish speaking. Okay.